John Shelby on play-by-play. Chris Singleton providing the color.
Cardinals.
It's the New York. And today on the hill, Matthew Liberatore. Singy, he was impressive his last time out. Ready to go now? Francisco Lindor up now for the Mets. Ripped on the ground to second. Slings to first. One pitch and one out. Let's take a peek at the Mets lineup here. Still early in the season, but so far it has been a struggle for this team, ranking towards the bottom in both on base and runs. They do have some power.
Yeah, and you expect a club like this to gel and to put things together. When you break camp of spring training, sometimes you're a little too anxious. You're trying to make things happen instead of allowing them to happen, and I think that's going to happen eventually for this team.
The 0-1. Sliced hard but foul. Oh, 0-2 now. Lined into right. Out. Number 2.
Batting third.
We see Juan Soto shuffle in. He was an MVP finalist a year ago for the 3rd time in his career, which is something he did with the Nationals and the Yankees.
You know, Soto hit a career-high 43 home runs and led the National League with 38 stolen bases. He also led baseball in walks and had the best OBP in the National League.
Two down, nobody on. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. On the hill here today, Freddie Peralta. Singy, he was impressive his last time out.
He's off to a good start, getting a win in his first start of the season, and so lifted a little bit of pressure. Right here, it's all about getting win number 2.
Lars Nootbaar now at the plate. And the 0-1. Ground ball right side. Polanco tosses to the pitcher covering the bag. One gone, bottom half of the first. And let's take a look at the lineup. With an excellent arm on the mound, Singy, this won't be easy. They'll need to take advantage of the opportunities that they do have.
You're right about that, Boog. Odds are they won't have many chances against this guy, but if they can rattle him out of the gates, they'll have a shot. If not, look out. It might be a long day for this offense.
Beatty to first. And here this afternoon, 2 quickly away in the bottom of the first. Nolan Gorman in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. That one finds the zone. That is strike 2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That ends the frame. Back in the ballpark where we're on sweep alert, Siggy. We came on the air talking about that, and so far, neither team is backing down.
Nobody wants to be on the wrong end of a sweep. For one team, it's about making a statement, and for the other, it's about salvaging respect.
Liner, base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Everything came together for him. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Here is Marcus Semien. And a big swing and a miss. Semien getting the start at second. Made his big league debut in 2013. And he was a 6th-round draft pick back in 2011. Velasquez has a beat on it. And there's one down. One out man at first. Now the catcher up to hit, Francisco Alvarez. And that one ripped into right. Church takes it in for the out. Two-way down. Here's the center fielder, Jared Young. To the right side, and that one handled. Over to first, inning over. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. Now with the Cardinals number 4 hitter, Pedro Pajes.
No, that's a ball. Strike. Woo.
Larry Bullard, our umpire behind the plate.
But Bullard's got a pretty standard
Oh,
strike zone. Sometimes they'll have you guessing a little bit, but overall, well-respected umpire in the league.
Out towards right center field. He's got it. One up, one down. Fans don't really understand the familiarity and relationship players and coaches have with umpires. I mean, you see them a lot.
Yeah, but they're all out there trying to do their best and perform at a high level. So when you respect that, I think over time you can develop a relationship with them.
Stays alive. As the game has moved along, we see more and more information supplied by teams about the umpires. I've been in clubhouses where they have pictures of all 4 umpires, nicknames, hometowns, and as well hobbies listed, just so you can kind of small talk the umpire a little bit.
That's great.
Rip to right. Brings it in for the 3rd out. We'll move to the back here in St. Louis. New inning getting started. Mark Vientos up now for the Mets. That one found hard the other way.
Well, these Mets definitely being aggressive at the plate, but I think it's fair to wonder if they're being a little over-aggressive. The numbers tell us they're swinging at the first pitch more than 90% of the time, and that's an extremely high number, especially when you're not getting results, Boog.
Slings it across. Leadoff hitter gone in the 3rd. Digging in, Tyrone Taylor. 2 for 7 in the series so far. Swing and a miss.
First pitch strike right there for him. He's going to have to do that consistently if he's going to give any length to his skipper.
Right side, hard hit. Pozo steps on the bag. First 2 batters retired here in the top of the 3rd. Back to the top of the Mets order. Now it's the shortstop, Francisco Lindor. Lifted in the air, right center field. Church settles under it. And that is that. Welcome back. And struggles at the plate in this series as we take a look at the numbers. That one fouled off. Back up the middle and a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
When you go 0 for 5, 0 for 7, 0 for 8, it seems like an eternity, especially to start the season, because that's the one thing. Players want to get that first one out of the way so that they feel like, all right, I'm going to avoid this prolonged 0 for to start the season and get into a slump. So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you...
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Oh, that's a curveball that I'm sure he wants back at the plate. 2 strikes, the sort of pitch you're hoping for, a bit of a mistake, and I'd say in a very hittable location, but clearly the break was enough to get him to swing through it.
Nathan Church, batting with 1 down, takes a strike. And there's a base hit. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with 1 gone. Back to the leadoff spot in the St. Louis lineup. Lars Nootbaar, the next to hit. Nice grab. And now it's Ivan Herrera. He's 0 for 1. is late. And that one is lifted in the air. Young should have this one. He's there. He's got it. Runner tagging from third. He's in on the sacrifice fly. And they lead by 2. Here's Nolan Gorman.
Up.
Newbar off the first with 2 away. That's in there at the knees, and it's strike 2.
And a bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
He goes down looking. But 2 runs for him, and they jump ahead. On to inning number. Thanks for tuning in. Sweet morning, Zingy. Sweet morning.
Not so fast, though. Seeing quite the battle so far. It's always toughest to close out a series because pride kicks in on the other side.
Baden, the leadoff batter, as he swings through it for strike 1.
Boog, it looks like somebody missed the swing sign. That's the first pitch this team's taken for a ball all game long.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. Got him swinging. Leadoff hitter retired in the 4th.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
Soto, the batter now, as he swings and misses for strike 1.
Something I'm noticing in this one is that these hitters are aggressive early in the count. It makes you wonder if that was talked about in the hitters meeting before this game started.
The next pitch misses. Now 1-2.
That's a really good job of laying off the 0-2 high fastball. Is going to make that pitcher really have to respect this hitter, even though he's behind in the count.
Good eye right there. Now one missed. The Cardinals leading by 2. Top half of inning number 4. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, really nice job of finishing the hitter off right there. Glove side command, fastball firm to the outside corner. Tell you what, very difficult to do anything with that pitch, even if you do swing.
Polanco at the plate now as he chases after that one. Two down, nobody on. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Ground ball up the middle, that's a base hit. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate. Now it's Marcus Semien. Fly to center his first time. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike 1. Swings through that. Swing and a ball lifted left field. And that is that. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. Pajes batting for the second time, and that's strike 1. Late with the swing there.
Another 0-2 count right here. Pitcher just in the driver's seat. He can go anywhere he wants.
Swings and blasts one deep to left center. That one carrying out of here into the visitors' bullpen. He'll circle the bases. His first homer of the year. Now here is Nelson Velasquez. And that one in there at the knees for a strike. And it's 0-1.
0-1.
Nobody on, nobody out with a run in. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. Young takes it in for the out. One away. So digging in, Mason Wynn.
Filling up the strike zone hasn't been the problem so far. It's the quality of the strikes. That's been the real issue. And you look at the first inning, that's what we saw. Too many pitches out over the plate.
It gets down, base hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single. Here's the second baseman, Cesar Prieto. There's the strike. And that's a strike. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. The 0-2. Swing and a ground ball. Hot shot. And he can't knock it down. Lead runner holds at third. So two runners in scoring position and just one out. So up next, Joel Pozo. And that drops in for a strike. Next offering is fouled back. In the air, right field. And he makes the catch. Runner tags from third. He's into scoring the sac fly. It's 4-zip. So digging in, Nathan Church. He swings and fouls one off. Man on second, 2 down. And that's outside. Ball one. Oof. That one went straight back and got our ump right in the mask. Let's hope he's okay. Got him looking for the strikeout. They limit the damage here. We played back here at Busch Stadium. We go to the top of the fifth. Francisco Alvarez up now for the Mets. And that one hammered. Going back. Reaching for it and breaks it in. So up next, Jared Young. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. And a big swing and a miss.
These hitters are going to have to find a way to be a little more patient, see more pitches per at bat. Otherwise, that bullpen's not going to have to work over there, and it's going to be advantage pitching all game long.
And the first two set down to the top of the fifth. 2 outs, base is empty. Mark Vientos digs in now. Grounded out his first time. Swings through that one for strike one.
These hitters have been very aggressive early in the count, but when you're down, you might want to be a little more patient. Take some pitches, see if you can extend those at bats and get some base runners on.
That's ripped into the outfield. And that is that. He continues. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far. Nootbaar leading things off and takes a strike.
You know, these Cardinals, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. They've been lining the ball all over the ballpark, and unfortunately, sometimes it's right into a glove. But still, they've hit 9 line drives so far. That's something they should feel very good about.
Fair ball. And a good start to the inning.
I'd say a mistake pitch in an 0-2 count. Too good of a pitch to hit right there. You have to expand the zone. Keep it.
Runner takes off on the ground. Lindor tosses to first. 1 pitch and 1 out. Now up for St. Louis, Nolan Gorman. And there's a foul ball. Man at second. That one finds the corner. And it's 0-2. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game. So here's the cleanup hitter, Pedro Pajes. That's off the mark, and that is ball 1. This one in the air, center field. Young moving under this one, and that's the 3rd out. We're back, and here's a look at how we got to this stage of the game. Tyrone Taylor getting ready to hit. Swinging a ground ball up the middle. Can't glove it cleanly. Back to the top of the order. And the batter will be the shortstop, Francisco Lindor. In the air, left field. Nootbaar gets under it. Takes it in for the out. Now the third baseman, Brett Beatty. Puts it in the air out towards left center. Velasquez has a beat on it. And there's two down. Here's Juan Soto, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Out towards right center. That's well struck. Carrying well. Out of here.
Boog, I wasn't sure he hit that one as hard as he needed to get it out of here, but it had just enough behind it for the homer. What an attempt at the wall, though. He really gave a terrific effort to try and bring that one back.
This one in the air. Wind settles underneath it. And that'll do it. 2 runs for St. Louis on this blast. Back here in St. Louis, bottom of the 6th inning.
Really important time for a shutdown inning. The last thing they want to do is give up the runs they just scored. Man, that'll steal the momentum. They're hoping to make quick work of this half inning.
And he hits a ground ball right side. Simeon toss over to first. Leadoff man retired in the 6th. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Mason Wynn.
Strike. Woo.
Up the middle. Lindor on to first. And 2 away now.
Up next for the Cardinals, second baseman.
2 down, bases empty. Now it's the second baseman, Cesar Prieto. That catches the corner. Right through there for a strike.
Goodness, I think he just took the best pitch he's going to see in this at bat. You don't get many like that.
Set down on strikes. Picks up strikeout number 7. Welcome back. The sweep is still in play, but they'll need a late rally to make that happen, Singy.
This is when you find out a lot about a club's makeup, Boog. Fight, focus, and how badly they want it. Of course, I'm talking about both sides. Well, these Mets, as you probably noticed, haven't been shy at the plate at all. In fact, they've probably been too aggressive at times. It feels like it's been one first pitch out after another, and they've given up 8 outs on the first pitch alone.
1 down.
I'd really like to see him make an adjustment. Get more patient and start waiting for that right pitch. Not just the first pitch. I think that could make a big difference in this one.
This one chopped on the ground, but foul. The 0-1. Here's the swing and a line drive and a base hit into right field. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate. He was all over that one. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws. Now, Jared Young swings through that one. It looks like the weather could actually play a factor in this one. It's coming down pretty good.
Yeah, it is, and it's not too bad yet, but the field's not going to be able to hold up if the rain gets any worse than this. So keep an eye on the pitcher's mound as well, and the rest of the infield start to puddle up a little bit.
And now it's Mark Vientos. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1. Movement in the bullpen for the Cardinals. Matt Swanson, the closer, is getting loose. Romero getting cranked up as well. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
Man, that was pretty gross right there.
Fights it off. You'll see another.
Well, pretty clear to me. He was trying to go deep right there, but you got to get a pitch that you can handle.
In the air to left center. Nootbaar under it. And that is that. Mets lead 1. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary. Pozo
That's
in the
out the
box for the
corner.
third time today as he takes that one off the plate. And a foul ball. Strike 2. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. To the right side. Polanco tosses to first. And the leadoff hitter set down to open the 7th.
Right fielder,
Nathan Church now at the plate. 1 for 2. There's a strike. Right side. And that's just foul. Back up the. Oh, that got him. Back to the top of the order now. Now it's going to be Lars Nootbaar. Sliced hard, but fouled down the left side. Here comes the 0-1. Yeah, that's fouled off. Man at first, one away. We haven't seen a break in the weather, and the umpires might be forced to make a decision soon.
Yeah, I think so, Boog. I mean, everyone looking and wondering when they're going to stop play. It definitely feels close.
Ivan Herrera next up for the Cardinals. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike.
He's got a rare skill set out there on the mound. Even when he's low on energy, his stuff still has bite to it. You just don't see it flattening out just because he's tired. He's still delivering good action.
This one in the air, center field. He's got it. And there's 2 away. Two outs, runners at first and second. Here's the third baseman, Nolan Gorman. Chopped to the right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Riley O'Brien. The offense will need to be ready for the breaking stuff. He's got a great curveball. High fly ball, right field. Church on the move to the alley. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. One pitch and 1 out.
Francisco Lindor.
Now up to hit Francisco Lindor. 0 for 3 in this one. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate. Man at first with 1 gone. Brett Beatty up now for the Mets. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
Now these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame.
The tying run at the plate. That smash towards center. And it's 2 down. Juan Soto now. He's already homered in this game. Tying run at the plate. And another ball. Foul ball there.
The healthy cut. Tough pitch at 98, but a really good pass at the ball.
2 balls and a strike. Here it comes.
He's got 1 already tonight. I wouldn't be surprised if he pops another one here.
Mets right side. The throw to first, and that's the inning. Mets strand one. Ready for the bottom of the eighth. And stepping in for the Cardinals, Pedro Paez. So they bring on the veteran, Oscar Brazoban, getting ready to make his season debut. That one's in there, going one.
No need to offer that pitch until you get to 2 strikes. It's just a low percentage of success when you want to try to go after that down and away pitch.
Got him. Larry Bullard rings him up.
Well, that at-bat seemed to be over as soon as it started. 3-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there. At least to foul something off, extend that at-bat.
Velasquez in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball. Brazoban, a righty that throws with power. He features a changeup, a sinker, a cutter, and he works in a 4-seamer. Hammered down the right side, but foul. The 1-2. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. Here's a 1-2. Sets him down on strikes. Coming out of the bullpen throwing beaters. Mason Wynn will hit next. 1 for 3. This to third. Baden. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Back here in St. Louis, we go to the ninth. Jorge Polanco up now for the Mets. Swings and misses, went with the sweeper.
So important to get ahead of these hitters. You don't want to issue a free pass and allow that tying run to come to the plate. You always want to keep that other team in a position where if they're going to beat you, they're going to have to do it with multiple hits.
And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. Pozo takes it in for the out. 1 up, 1 down. So digging in, Marcus Semien. This one in the air, center field. Velasquez under it. And there's 2 down. So last chance for the Mets. So up next for New York, Francisco Alvarez. Ground ball, and this should do it. Throw to first, ball game. And the Cardinals salvage the finale of this 3-game